Absolutely nothing is going my way this morning. I thought I was super prepared. Last night before I went to bed, I pressure cooked some beets and some potatoes so that I could make food for today. I put urad dal to soak so that I could make maki dal or dal makhani or some kind of something with urad dal. I also soaked mung beans so I could make sprouts for the next day. I haven't handled anything, and now it's time for me to make a very late lunch. So I gotta come up with something really fast. And we were unable to go grocery shopping yesterday. Everything was completely waterlogged. I didn't have time to go to the store this morning, so then I had to make an online order. And while I was making my online orders, the dark store kept going out of service. And by the time I was able to order, half of the things that I wanted to make were not there. So I don't have any dhania. I don't have any curry leaves. It's just kind of, I just gotta get on with it. I want to make Instant Set Dosa, which is not to be confused with crispy masala dosa. So I have soaked half of a cup of poa, and it's really soft. It's been drained. And then I have 100 grams of sour dahi. If you don't have sour dahi, that's okay. You can always put like a half of a tablespoon of fresh lime juice or a little bit of citric acid or something in there to help give it that sour fermented taste. I'm making Bajra version, so I've got 1 cup of Bajra flour. For the whole recipe, I'll need about 1.5 cups of water, but for grinding, I'm just going to put in 1/2 of a cup of water. There we go. So I've ground this, and it's very thick and not well hydrated, so we need to add some more water to it. We just didn't want to overload the blender jar when you start out. Just pour this crepe batter right out into here. That does not look right. This looks like rava dosa batter. Well, I'll put the lid on it and let it sit for 15 minutes. I've got some chia seeds, I've got some black pepper, and I've got my dry curry leaves because there are none available. Let this bloom for a minute. Onion. Ginger garlic paste. I've got turmeric, jeera powder, dhania powder, mango powder, red chili powder, and goda masala. If you're not from Maharashtra, you're probably wondering, what the heck is goda masala? Well, it is a regional spice blend that has a lot of similar spices to garam masala, but it also has a lot more stone flour or fuldaga, which gives it this nice sweet taste, which is where goda comes from in the goda masala, meaning sweet. And some dried coconut is also in the base. I've got my mountain of pre-cooked potatoes here. I've already cut them up because I don't want to take the metal masher to my pan. I'm just going for a rough heat here. Want some chunky potato. Now would also be a good time for my salt. I think our potato mixture has come together now. I need to squeeze me some lime juice. There's the circle. Put a lid on it. Have you guys ever hand grated your coconut? I think this is actually for a dry coconut. It works, but it's probably going to take me a year. I was just messing with you guys. I do actually know how to use coconut grater. I chopped up that coconut. Okay, all gone. I've got 1 hybrid green chili and 2 cloves of garlic. I was grinding my chutney and the power just went. So it's okay. It's okay. Gotta give myself a little pep talk here. My chutney is essentially half ground. There's still big chunks of coconut in here. I guess I'll just pick the big coconut pieces out. I don't know what else to do. The power came back, but I have already moved on to the tadka. Got mustard seeds, Cheeto seeds. Oh, time to turn the heat off. Curry leaves. And our ginger. Oh, she's angry today. Right there we go. Ooh. The universe just does not want to work with me today. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. We want this to rise when it cooks, so we're just going to stir in some baking soda here. I think it's time to get a new grinder. That looks a little lumpy, like the Polar didn't mix. It'll still cook. Okay, I was a little impatient. We just had to wait 5 minutes for the baking soda to react. I've heated my tawa to medium-low heat. Just gonna spread this around. These are called set dosa because when you order them in the restaurant, they usually come as a set of 3. They don't spread like that thin masala dosa. You just put the lid on and let it cook. It started to brown around the edges. Yeah, that's my cue to remove the lid and flip her over. Look at that. This will be nice and soft. Looks like this guy cooks in about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Let's turn him over and see. Oh yeah. That guy is completely done. We'll stick it in here.
I sped this up just for the sake of not boring you. This recipe ended up making 8 set dosa. It's definitely enough for 4 adults. And if you're feeding these to kids, they may only be able to get through a half of one. Bajra is very nutritionally dense, and these were super thick and fluffy dosa. I didn't make any sambar today, but these would be absolutely perfect with sambar. They're a little bit on the sweet side, surprisingly. Just give it a try. My husband says he really enjoys the earthy taste that you get from the bajra. So if you like bajra, jowar, nachni, or even oatmeal, you'll like these. Bajra is 100% gluten-free, so give these a try if you're trying to eliminate gluten from your diet.
Look at that steaming pile of dosa. Look, spongy, spongy. I think I might need to let these rest for a second before I dig in. They smell so good. Oof. Maybe I should flip this last one over. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oof. Let's have a bite. Just tear off a piece. Tear off a piece. Have a little chutney. Mmm. Oh my god. Look at these. Look at how fluffy that is. Mm. I feel like with Indian cooking or any cooking, you can only fail upwards. So many times I felt defeated today during this process, and in the end, look at that. As long as you're improving, it's not really a failure.